Do you happen to find it very difficult to save money in order to see yourself being successful when it comes to your retirement goals? If that is you, we're going to give you 4 key things that you need to be thinking about in order to make sure that you can save the appropriate amount of money and reach those retirement goals that you have for yourself in today's financial freedom video. So stay locked in. My name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Now, Carson, our financial freedom videos try to help people to have a more stress-free retirement lifestyle, and nothing is more stress-free than having money in your bank.
That's absolutely correct, Andrea. You know that I've been working in this industry now going on 24 years. It doesn't seem like, it's been that long. Time is definitely flying. But I can tell you, after being in this industry for that long, my most successful clients, Andrea, the people who've actually retired and they don't have any stress in their retirement, they all have the same traits in common. They have 3 common traits that I've actually discovered. They have discipline, they have patience, and they have sacrifice. That's how they've been able to accumulate the amount of wealth that they're going to need to sustain them through their retirement life. And so today, what I hope to do is to provide some insight to how my most successful clients have been able to build up their retirement so they can be stress-free. So we're going to provide 4 key elements that if you follow this, you also can end up being right where my best clients are and having a stress-free retirement when you decide to call it quits from your job. But before we talk about this, there are 2 key rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our lesson today to talk about 4 things that you need to be thinking about doing in order to save money and have a successful, stress-free retirement.
Now, Carson, the first key element that has helped your clients in having a stress-free retirement is to pay yourself first.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I started here, Andrea, because when it comes to retirement planning, there are really 2 key phases that people have to understand. There's the accumulation phase and there's the decumulation phase. Now, the decumulation phase is when you've actually retired, Andrea, and you have this large sum of money, and you have to figure out how much you're going to be able to utilize and how long you're going to be able to utilize it for. We're not going to cover that today. What we're going to focus on is our attention to the accumulation phase, because the accumulation phase is what's going to get you to the point to where you can have a successful decumulation phase. In the accumulation phase, most people do get this wrong. Many people, unfortunately, consider themselves to save this way. They will make an income. They will pay their car loans, their mortgage, their other expenses that they may have, Andrew, their other debts. And then whatever is left over, they are going to pay themselves. But that is not the way you should be doing it. That is incorrect. When it comes to the accumulation phase, that's going to make you most successful in your retirement years is that you have to have the income. Then you must pay yourself from that income first, and then you pay everyone else. Because in your retirement years, what many of my clients have understood is that no one is going to take care of you better than yourself. The car loan people won't take care of you. That mortgage loan will not take care of you. The only person that's going to take care of you adequately is going to be yourself and your savings. So it is key that you put everybody else on hold first. Pay yourself, and then you pay them whatever is left over.
Now, Carson, most people find step 1 very hard to do because they lack the discipline of this next step, which is deferred gratification.
You know what? You're exactly right here, Andrea, because deferred gratification is something that many broke people will never understand, unfortunately. Because when it comes to deferred gratification, it does take discipline. Most people want everything now. They see it on TV, or they see their friends or neighbors having it. And even though they don't have the means to do it, they will have to go out and get it themselves. This is absolutely invalid, Andrea, because if you really want to get to the place where a lot of my clients are, to where you have this stress-free retirement lifestyle, you have to implement the discipline of deferred gratification. You have to start thinking not so big right now. You have to maybe take some of those staycations. You may not need to buy that big, large screen TV or that fancy car. Perhaps you have to downsize your ideals about the house that you want in order for you to save the appropriate amount of money to reach your retirement goals. So yes, if you're going to be able to pay yourself first, there may be a certain element of discipline that is going to be needed to where you have to start thinking about deferred gratification, because really many of my clients, Andrea, as you know, they have more money than they know what to do with. And so they can take cruises, or they can go do anything that they want to do right now, and they can enjoy doing it and not have to worry about coming home and seeing what that credit card bill is going to look like each and every month. So if you're not able to implement this ideal of deferred gratification, you're probably going to be extremely disappointed when you go to seek out a financial advisor and you have $50,000 in savings in your 60s and you're trying to say, hey, help me to retire. Unfortunately, they are probably going to let you know that they can't do anything for you at this point. You might need to take that $50,000 and go pay off some debt, or maybe continue to take those fancy vacations that you were used to. But that is my point. You cannot wait so long and then get to the finish line and expect magic to happen, because you did not have the discipline to save your money appropriately and defer some of the things that you really find pleasurable.
So Carson, another thing that your clients were able to do was basically eliminate most of their debt before they retired.
Yeah, this is a key element that I think that if you're trying to have a stress-free retirement and understand how to save money, you have to get to the concept of understanding of eliminating bad debt. So we're not talking about debt that can increase your investment portfolio, but we're talking about bad debt. The car loans, the huge mortgage, maybe the crazy timeshares that you bought. You have to get in the idea that these things need to go away or subside substantially before you're retired. Many of my clients really carry little to no debt, Andrea, as you know, because they know how critical it is and how much of a burden it can be to go into your retirement years on a fixed income and still have a debt that's increasing substantially because the interest rate is so high. So if you're struggling with this concept, all you must do is just go take a look at the interest that you're paying to service the debt that you have right now. When you start to tally up how much it's costing you to carry a credit card that has a 20% plus interest rate on it, or to have a mortgage that's $600,000, or to have a car loan that's $50,000, when you can start getting that concept of how much pleasure it would be to try to eliminate some of those things, either by selling it or downsizing, and then in kind take those savings and put it towards yourself, you're going to start to get into the element of understanding how your savings is now increasing while that bad debt is decreasing. And that is what you're going to need to happen if you want to make sure that you can get to the part to where you have a stress-free retirement and have the savings that you're going to need in order to sustain you throughout your retirement years.
Now, Carson, the last element that has been successful in helping your clients to save money is, ironically, the ability to delay their Social Security benefits.
Absolutely correct, because if you're able to do all these other things that we've talked about in this video, you're going to be able to have this same financial freedom, where you don't have to be forced to take your Social Security at 62 and have that 25 to 30% haircut off those benefits permanently. Many of my clients, because they've done all these other things well, they're not compromised into taking their Social Security benefits early. They can choose when they want to do it. So they can choose to wait until their full retirement age to take their benefits, and they can get 100% of those benefits, no haircut. They can also have the freedom to wait from their full retirement age to age 70, Andrea, and delay those benefits and get that 8% per year delayed retirement credit. I don't know many other vehicles that can guarantee you that you're going to receive 8% per year if you just sit and wait on it. So you can't make that decision if you have not saved money well, if you didn't have deferred gratification, or if you didn't eliminate your debt. You may have to use Social Security early in order to help pay down those things in your retirement years. So if you really want to be successful in saving money, doing all those other things that we spoke of will ultimately give you the opportunity to increase your Social Security benefit savings by 124 to maybe 132% in your retirement years.
So Carson, what's the moral of this video?
Well, the moral of this video is very simple, Andrea, that if you're really serious about wanting to have a stress-free retirement lifestyle, you're going to have to take the elements that we spoke about in this video and apply them to your lifestyle immediately so that you do not have to compromise yourself on the back end of your retirement years. Thank you again for tuning in to our financial freedom video. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.